Hey everybody, so welcome back to my channel. This one I am obviously holding my phone. That's not usually something I do, but welcome to another episode of my makeup collection. For today's video, we are going to be going over some of my primers and my setting sprays. So if you're interested in seeing my makeup collection for primers and setting sprays, keep on watching. Please remember to smash that like button and please subscribe if you enjoy these kind of videos, if you enjoy my videos. Stick around, maybe watch some more videos afterward, but I will see you in the outro. Alright y'all, here we go. We're gonna dive in and we have a lot of categories to do today, so I am going to try to be relatively fast when I talk about these. If y'all want any kind of in-depth reviews of certain items, please let me know down in the comments, but I will try to go through real quick, just give my brief yes, no, maybe so kind of deal, okay? So let's dive into the first category, which will be primer. I'm just gonna do it in the order that I would go when applying my makeup. So yeah, let's dive into the first one that most of you probably already know. If you have watched my channel, if you've watched any of my videos so far, you've probably seen this item. Let me turn on the flash real quick. There we go. All right, so the first primer, and my favorite primer that I have in my collection, is the Laura Mercier foundation primer. This one is the old one. I know they came out with new ones recently, but I got this one at TJ Maxx for really cheap, and it was probably the best purchase I've ever made at TJ Maxx. I love this primer so much. Laura Mercier, hit me up. Please send me your new ones, because oh my god, I need to try them. But $38, your girl does not have enough money for that, you know, right now, but hopefully soon. But yes, it's just such a great primer. Super hydrating. Well, it's not super hydrating. It's hydrating enough for me. So, but yeah, it goes on kind of like a serum. It's not really like a moisturizer. It's more like a serum primer, but it has like a little bit of thickness to it, which I like. But overall, such a great primer, 10 out of 10. Moving on. I just can't say enough about that primer, so I have to kind of stop myself from hyping it up so much because, ugh, I love it. The next one that I have is kind of newer to my collection, and they are sample sizes, so clearly I haven't used them super often, but I thought I'd mention it because I have used it 2 or 3 times, and I've only used this much up, and this one right here is the full one. Wait, no, I switched that. Yeah, so this one is the full one, and then this one is the one I've used, and just that much is how much I used for like 2 or 3 uses for my whole face. So this is the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. This is so good, at least from how long I've tried it. It is so tacky, and it doesn't really have any kind of smell to it, so I love that. It just makes your skin super tacky and just ready for foundation, and it makes the makeup last a super long time because of that tackiness, so I am here for that. And soon I will be purchasing the full-sized version, but I'll probably wait till Sephora has a sale, but I am really loving this so far. So I'm really happy that I actually got those 2 samples. Okay, moving on. So this one is the newest primer to my collection, and I thought I would throw it in right now. This is the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Hydrating Hyaluronic Acid Primer. I have used it actually a good bit since I got it, so you can see how much I've used in there. And it definitely has like a liquidy consistency. You can see it just kind of moving around in there. It smells delicious, I will say that. And it is hydrating, and it's not like... It's not the Laura Mercier primer by any means, but for the price tag, this is so good. So I will definitely be repurchasing this, and it makes my makeup last, and it feels so good on the skin, so I love it. Up next for primers, let's see. So this one's not really a primer, this one is more of a highlighter, but I kind of use this as a primer for highlighters on top, and I use it under foundation, so I guess you could kind of consider it a primer. Plus, I didn't include it in my highlighter collection, so I thought I would put that in here now. See what I did there? Okay, so these are the Iconic London Illuminator Drops, and these are in shade Original, and it's in a little dropper. You only need like 1 to 2 drops on each cheek for a absolutely blinding highlight, and when you put foundation over it, it is so gorgeous. It makes you look like you're glowing from within, and I absolutely love it for that. I don't love it on top of foundation, but I love it as a primer. So even better to be included in this category. All right, I thought I'd include this one. It's not a foundation primer, but it is an eye primer, eyeshadow primer. This is the Thank Me Later from Elizabeth Mott. I've only tried this once so far, so I don't know how much to say about it yet, but it does have like a thinner consistency and it's very smoothing. Not very tacky, but it does smooth out the eyelid some, so I'm interested to see how much I like this. We got this in the recent BoxyCharm, so check out my video about my most recent BoxyCharm unboxing and you'll see this one featured. So that's all I'm gonna say about it for now because I don't know much about it yet. So since I featured that one in this category as well, I am going to talk about the MAC Paint Pot, and this is in Painterly. This I have used so much. I really do enjoy it. If you have discoloration on your eyes, this is a great eyeshadow primer to use. It's a little bit thick in consistency, so if you have thin eyelids, I would be careful because you don't want to tug too much on your eyelids. It's very sensitive skin, but you got to really warm it up in your fingers and then put it on, and it will be beautiful. And yeah, so I use this so much. Not as much anymore, obviously, because if you've looked at any of my past videos, but I still do love it, and I'm glad to have it in my collection. I got a lot of use out of it. So I'm reaching in my handy dandy primer drawer right now. So, okay, the first one up, I've talked about this briefly, I think. This is the this is the Touch in Sol No Pore Plum Priming Water, and this one is just empty, so I need to put this in my empties basket. But that can tell you how much I've used it. So I have used this one up in full, but here she is. She's like, I think she's kind of halfway full now. I've used this so much. It's a beautiful primer. It is what it says. It's a priming water, so don't expect it to feel like a lotion at all. Here it is. But it really is hydrating to the skin, and definitely when you kind of press this into the skin, it leaves a little bit of tackiness, so that helps your foundation cling to it very well. I really enjoy this. It doesn't break me out. It smells really nice. I really enjoy this. In the similar family to that, this is also from Touch in Sol. This is the No Pore Plum Prime Essence. And this is the second one that I've gotten of this as well. I believe I found this at TJ Maxx, but the original one I got in a BoxyCharm. And this one is almost empty as well. If you can hear the little bit in there. This one is very similar to the primer water, but I think I like the primer water better than the primer essence, or maybe it's switched. I need to try it again. But one of them I like more than the other, and I think it's this one. But I really do enjoy this. It's also kind of tacky to the touch when you press it into your skin. Does not break me out at all, and it just lays down a really nice canvas for your makeup. So I enjoy that. As you can probably tell in my kind of primers that I go for, I like hydrating primers and I like more serum-like primers. So just as a heads up, you're probably going to see a lot of those. All right, so up next is also a thing I got in BoxyCharm. This is the Wander Beauty Glow Ahead Illuminating face oil. So as you can see by the lettering wearing off completely and the squeeze tube, this is almost empty. I love this stuff. I kind of have been taking a break from using it only because I have other new primers that are in my collection, so I wanted to go ahead and give those a shot too, especially because I was testing out that ColourPop one. But I enjoy this so much. And just to prove that, I did get a new one. I got a backup during a BoxyCharm Boxy pop-up sale. But yeah, I just needed this in my collection, and I don't really buy Wander Beauty products ever, but this one I had to repurchase. So I am so happy to have that back in my collection now that other one was empty. Definitely more of a serum-like primer. It says it's a face oil. It has like little bits of glitter in it, but you do not really see the glitter on your face, so don't be afraid of that. But yeah, very hydrating, very nice. Feels really wonderful on the skin. All right, so the next primers that I will be talking about, I have not used very much, so I cannot attest to how I feel about them as much because I have not given them as much of a fair shot. So this item, this is the Tarte Base Tape Hydrating Primer. I feel like I would like this one, but I just haven't really used it much. We got this in a BoxyCharm, and I haven't used it since that first time I tried it. It smells really good, but I think the fragrance in it kind of turns me off a little bit, just because I don't want something super highly scented. Just for comparison, this one smells like coconut. This one also smells like coconut, but this one's much fresher scent, and I guess that kind of makes sense because it's a pretty fresh primer. But this one smells like coconut cake or like coconut macarons, which is a great smell, but I don't want my face smelling that sweet, so I think that kind of turned me off a little bit. But who knows, I might try it again in the future, and yeah, I might actually like it more now that it's summertime. So yeah, I will definitely be reaching for that some more to give that a try. But okay, so the next one we have is the Glam Glow. This is the Glow Starter, and it's a mega illuminating moisturizer, and I don't lump this in with my moisturizers because when I put on a moisturizer, I don't want my face to actually glow. So just like I put the iconic London drops in here, this one I included in the primers as well, because you know, you want a moisturized face as a primer, right? And then the glow is just an added benefit under your foundation. I do not use this very often, but I have used this occasionally, and I like it. It's just not my favorite. This actually is full because it came in a kit that I got from Glam Glow during a holiday thing. I got the toner, this, and the mask. I was wanting the mask back in my life. When I do a skincare video, you'll see, but this came in the kit with it, and that's really the only reason I have it. But I've only used it once, I believe, so I might be gifting that to a friend. And this is the same thing, just the sample size, and this is how I tried it. I think this one might even be sealed, so I can definitely hand that off to someone. But this is also in Nude Glow. Yeah, so that's how I tried it. I got the sample version as well as the full size. Okay, so this one, I was so excited to try this because I'd heard such great things about Ole Henriksen Banana Bright products. This one, I need to try again and see if it breaks me out. But the first couple times I tried this, I was breaking out around my mouth. And I don't know if it was this or if it was a different product that I was testing at the time. So I've been kind of afraid to try this again. Let me know if that's ever happened to anyone, because I'm just really afraid to like mess with my skin. But it smells so good. It smells like oranges. Maybe the fragrance in it is what messed with me. I don't know. And it was a nice kind of hydrating primer, and it did brighten up a little bit. So I really actually wish this would work for me. I might have to test it on a day where I'm gonna be home like all day. So just in case I break out, it's not a huge deal, but I wish this worked for me when I first tried it. But I'll get back to you on if I try this again, because this was so nice. But I think this may be a variation for a future BoxyCharm, so look out for that if you have BoxyCharm. Speaking of BoxyCharm, this is the Touch in Sol No Problem Primer, and this is the one that most people knew about when they heard about Touch in Sol. This is a very silicone-y kind of primer. It's definitely pore filling, but I am not really as much into that. But as you can see, I've used a lot of it, but this was also, we got this, I think, 2 years ago. So it's very old now, but I did actually use it a lot. But it's probably past its time, so in the next declutter you might be seeing this leave, but it was good for me while it lasted, and occasionally I'll put it just in places where I need to minimize my pores, but yeah, not my favorite anymore. I definitely prefer the other No Problem products more. Alright, so let's see. Next, we have the e.l.f. Poreless Face Primer Prime on the Go. I have not tested this on my face yet. I got this as a gift for my birthday. It was in like a little goodie bag, and I loved it because it was very pink themed, and she really gave a lot of thought into it because she knew I love makeup, and so I'm very happy about that. But I have not actually tried this on my face just yet. I have tried this on the back of my hand to test out the product, and it has a very strong scent to it, so I've kind of been hesitant to put it on my face, just because I mentioned scents can sometimes bother me. So yeah, I haven't tried this out yet, but I will let y'all know if I do. Okay, so This is the Cover FX Blurring Primer. I'm going to be 100% honest with y'all. I have not used this on my face yet. I saw this at TJ Maxx. I saw it was Cover FX, and I know that the Gripping Primer was really popular, and I saw this one. I was like, ooh, I'll try it. Yeah, it's not the Gripping Primer, so I don't know how much I will like it, and I thought it was going to be a like clear primer, and it was going to be kind of slick but pore filling. No, it's like... It's just not. It feels very silicone-y. Not my favorite. I love Cover FX, but that one was just not it. All right, and the last primer that I have, I believe, other than, you know, kind of priming mists, I'll put those with the setting sprays, but this is the Kaja Beauty Water Cloud, I think? Weightless Water Primer. And I've used this a couple times. I kind of like it. It's very serum-like, very hydrating. I just haven't really been reaching for it a lot lately just because I have other ones that I use more, but I'm glad to have this in my collection, and I really need to get some more use out of it. All right, so that is it for my primers. Yay! So that is my primer collection. All right, everyone, so just finished my primer collection, and now moving on to one of my favorite things in my collection, setting sprays. Setting sprays are often overlooked, I feel, in the beauty world. I mean, yes, people use them for long-lasting makeup, which is great, but I also love setting sprays for other reasons. I feel like it rehydrates the skin, just revitalizes everything, and just feels so refreshing, even just like in the middle of the day, and just adding a little oomph to your makeup back. So they're very, very near and dear to me. I have a lot of them, and they each kind of do some different things, so let's get talking about it. All right, first up, I will do the newest setting spray in my collection, and this is from Fab First Aid Beauty. So this is the Vital Greens Face Mist, and as you can see from the tag, I got it at Marshall's for $3, and oh my gosh, I need to go back because I love this, and they had more of them, so I'm probably gonna go and grab a backup of this. It's a smaller bottle, so I'm probably going to go through it really fast, which is the only downside. So maybe I'll have to invest in the full size in the future. But this is a beautiful setting mist. I mean, I don't know much about the long-lasting part of it, but it is safe for sensitive skin. It's a refresh and set mist. It feels so hydrating and refreshing on the skin. I mean, honestly, it just feels so good. And after you put on makeup, it kind of works to like melt all the powders together, and it's just beautiful. I love it. Can't really say much else about it. I only used it maybe 4 or 5 times since, but it's quickly becoming a favorite of mine, so keep on the lookout for this in maybe some future favorite videos. Okay, so up next is the Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Ultra Fine Mist. We got this in a BoxyCharm, and boy am I glad we did. I love getting Glow Recipe products in BoxyCharm. It's just, I feel like they're so high quality. There's such cute packaging. This smells so yummy. It smells like watermelon Sour Patch Kids, but like sweeter. Not the sour, mostly sweet. But it feels really nice on the skin. It has a very fine mister, just like it says in the name. And yeah, I don't use this as a setting spray. This is definitely more of a just kind of refreshing mist. But I'm still not sad about that because I'm really glad to have it. So I use it a lot, actually. And I use it a lot, and I haven't gone through much yet. So, I don't know. I guess I kind of didn't use it at first because it was so pretty, but now I've been using it, especially during the summer, and I love it. Next up is probably my favorite setting spray that is very multi-use. I kind of love setting sprays for different things, but this is the MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus. So MAC Fix Plus is very well loved among the beauty community. I've seen so many people praise it. It really is well deserved. I use this as a mixer for different loose pigments, and then I'll put them directly on my eyes and on my skin. It just really amps up everything. It melts powders together so beautifully, just hydrates the skin, feels so good. I don't really know what else to say about this. If you watch anyone's setting spray favorites, I guarantee you some kind of MAC Fix Plus is going to be in there. They have a bunch of different kinds, but this is just the regular. I don't really like scented stuff usually, so I go for the ones that are unscented. but, well, I guess it might not be unscented, but not like an in-your-face kind of scent, you know? But here is the full size that I went through, and I still have a tiny, tiny, tiny bit left, but I haven't brought myself to finish it just because I don't want to finish it. So I went into and started using the mini one. Does that make sense? No, it doesn't. But logic. But yeah, I'll definitely be buying a new one after this is gone. Probably a mini just because I don't want to spend like 30 something dollars on the full size. But I don't foresee a time when I don't want Fix Plus in my collection. So that's that. Highly recommend this. But you probably knew that. Alright, the next one that you probably know about already, and I've had a full size. Where is it? The next one that I have a deluxe size and I have one of the smaller sizes is the Urban Decay All-Nighter. Now this one is one that I tend not to use every day because it does have denatured alcohol in it, I believe. Let me just check on that real quick. Yeah, I believe it has denatured alcohol in it, so I really don't want to wear this every day, but as far as an all-night makeup lasting spray, this is so, so good. If I need to go to an event, a wedding, or if I'm going out and I need my makeup to last through the night, this is something that I would reach for. It's just definitely an awesome setting spray. I don't want to use it every day if it has denatured alcohol in it. It might not do anything bad to the skin, but I don't want to take that chance. So I don't use it all the time, but when I do use it, it works super, super well. So good. And that's probably another one you've seen a lot of people talk about. All right, next up, we're going to talk about another one that came in BoxyCharm, and this is the Ciate London Everyday Vacay Setting Spray. And I'm going to be 100% honest with you. I used it in that video, haven't used it since. It was leaking when it came in the box, and that just kind of turned me off to it. Plus the scent, not my favorite. It's like heavily coconut scented, so it's a cute bottle, not my favorite. Keeping with the BoxyCharm theme, I have this. This is the Caudalie Eau de Raisin. It's grape water. It's supposed to soothe and moisturize, and it does just that. It has a beautiful mister on it. It comes in this nice like metal can, and the sprayer on this is beautiful. It's just a nice super fine mist that's very refreshing. Yeah, it's not really a setting spray like for long lasting makeup or anything, but it is very refreshing and hydrating, and I like it. So that's what matters, right? Especially on a hot day, if you want to put this over your makeup, it feels wonderful. I believe this came in the BoxyCharm skincare box, so throwback to that. I wonder if they're going to do any more of those. And I think, I'm just going to get the BoxyCharm ones out of the way real quick. So another one I got in BoxyCharm, and I've used half of it, and I use it a lot actually. This is the Skin & Co. Roma Truffle Therapy Radiant Dew Spray. It's an illuminating skin refresh mist. Long name, but it's really nice. Nice fine mister, really refreshing on the skin. Again, not really for the longevity of makeup, but it's definitely more of a botanical extract kind of mist. Very hydrating. It's supposed to soothe and protect and illuminate the skin. I don't get much skin illuminating with it, but I definitely get hydration from this, and I love face mists. So that's a really good one. The smell's not overpowering, but it does have a scent. So just be aware of that. It smells kind of earthy, but in a good way. So I definitely recommend trying this one. If you got this in your BoxyCharm, let me know if you love it as much as I do, because this was a shock to me, I must say. We've gotten other Skin & Co. products in BoxyCharm before. This is by far the best. Just gonna throw that out there. We interrupt this programming to tell you, please don't use this on your face. But I do have this. In the age of TikTok, you go and watch all these skincare TikToks and they're like, please, no, don't put this on your face. I'm here to tell you that I put this on my face. Not anymore, but I did. I got sucked into the hype. It's not even that great. It smells nice, but it's just very, very fragranced, and that's not really good for your skin. So I was sucked into the hype, and as you can see, I used a lot of it. But now I kind of use it as a room mist instead and don't actually put it on my skin anymore. So yay! Thanks to Skincare by Hyram and all those awesome TikTokers that tell me not to put this on my face. Thank you for saving me that trouble in the future. But yeah, awesome. So that is that. Don't use that on your face. Changing up the subject a little bit, we are going in with another product that I got in a subscription box, but I don't think this was BoxyCharm. I think I got this in an Ipsy box. This is from In Beauty Project. This probably was the most shocking product that I've ever gotten in a subscription box. I was so pleasantly surprised with this. I actually want to repurchase this. I'm almost done with it, and I can't bring myself to finish it because then it will be gone and out of my collection, and I don't want that until I can get a backup of this. But this, dare I say, this might be my favorite setting spray? I don't know. It might be. It's very high up there. So as far as longevity of makeup, I can't really attest to that because I didn't notice a huge difference in my makeup, but this claims to energize and revive skin and make your skin look less tired and just kind of, it makes you feel more awake. And I will say it actually does that. The glow, hydrate, energize that it says right here, that is 100% true. I do feel that. And I believe it has, okay, so it has aloe, witch hazel, and electrolytes. I know witch hazel in toner, people are saying that's not a great thing, but I don't know what the percentage in here is witch hazel. But this feels so good on the face, I must say. It really wakes you up. It feels like you had coffee. Like, it feels like coffee for your face. Is that weird? But, I really like this. And the brand is very interesting. I've been looking at their website and I'm like, do I want to repurchase this? I haven't, you know, I haven't done it yet, okay? But I want it. But I have so many setting sprays that I don't need to buy one right now. So, this is one that we also, I believe, got in a BoxyCharm, but I can't remember. It was either BoxyCharm or an Ipsy. It was one of the subscription boxes. But this is the Pixi Skin Treats Glow Mist. I love this. And you shake it up because the oil will actually separate in there. So you gotta shake it up before you mist it. It has a beautiful mister. It feels really nice on the skin. I don't know. It's very, very hydrating. I like it. Not much else to say about it. I enjoy it. Is it one of those, you know, it doesn't really do much for makeup for me. Like, it doesn't make my makeup last any longer, but it is definitely a hydrating, glowy mist. It will make your skin look more dewy. And in the summertime, that's wonderful. And putting this on your body as well before you go outside, super, super nice. So, and I really like Pixi. I like a lot of their brand. I like their brand in general. But yeah, I like a lot of their stuff. I started with just their skincare stuff, and then I've been recently diving into their makeup, and it's really good. So yeah, there's Pixi. So this one I did get in a BoxyCharm. I do remember it. This is a Farsali Rose Gold Skin Mist, and it is beautiful. It has gold flakes in there. It is so luxurious looking. It's a glass bottle. It has this gold cap, gold packaging. Honestly, I keep this out on my vanity. I don't even spray this on my skin. I've sprayed it a couple times. Not my favorite mist ever, but honestly, like, the vibes from this, just, I love this. I love this to sit out on my vanity. Is that weird? But maybe. It's just so gorgeous. But not my favorite mist ever. But it makes me feel really luxurious. Like, look at the gold in there. Gold does absolutely nothing for the skin, but it looks pretty. Alright, so last but very not least, I have another setting spray, but I got this in a influencer Vox box, so I was sent this product free for review. This is the Hourglass Veil Soft Focus Setting Spray. This one, I might have to say this is my favorite setting spray. And I am not just saying that because I got it in a Vox box. I have gotten products sent to me for review that were not my favorite before. Someday I'll do a video on all of the products that have been sent in Influencer, but Yeah, not all of them are hits, but this is a hit. It's an expensive setting spray, and I'm thankful that I got it for free because, oh my god, it's expensive, but it is in the metal can. You know how I love the metal can. It keeps it nice and cool on a summer day. Oh, it feels so good. This, actually, I notice a huge difference with my makeup. It makes my makeup last all day. Now, as far as any blurring effects that you're supposed to see, I don't see that as much. I see blurring when I use the Hourglass powder, but the setting spray, not so much. I mean, it could, but I use the powder underneath, so it might just be the powder. But for long wear, this is my favorite one. Just gonna say it. Super fine mist. You get a lot in here. It feels so good on the skin. Yeah, so that's all I can really say about it, but it's wonderful. And it doesn't really smell. It has a smell, but it's not anything crazy. It's definitely tolerable, not too fragranced. Really, really enjoy this product. All right, so those are my setting sprays. I think we're good. All right, everyone. Well, that was it for my primers and my setting sprays makeup collection video. I hope you enjoyed that. If you have any primers in your collection that you think I should try, please leave them in the comments, or setting sprays. If you got some long-lasting setting spray that I don't have in my collection, please let a girl know. And yeah, if you have any suggestions for any other videos you'd like me to make, also leave those down in the comments. And I hope y'all are staying safe, happy, and healthy out there. Please continue to wear your masks and do something kind for someone else. But I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.